Today, we're turning scrunched up phyllo dough into the crispiest chicken and cheese casserole that you've ever seen. Hi everyone, welcome to today's episode of Let's Celebrate TV. I'm your host, Peter Lee. Today, our celebration is all about a main course. And it's a little different. We're making a chicken and cheese crinkle bake. And what is that? That sounds awesome. It is a crispy, warm casserole. It's made with chicken and cheese and phyllo dough. It's very, very simple. So let's get started. First thing we have to do is prepare our pan. I have here a 9 by 13 inch or 22 by 33 centimeter baking dish. All we have to do is paint the inside with a little bit of melted butter. Just like this. You could use baking spray if you wanted to, or cooking spray, but it's not going to taste as good. And let's be honest, butter makes everything taste better. So this is a phyllo bake. So let's talk about phyllo dough. This is phyllo. You get this in the freezer section in your supermarket. This is Greek pastry, and you see it's very, very, very thin. All you have to do is take it out of the freezer and let it thaw. It takes about a half an hour, and you let it come up to room temperature. But then you want to keep this covered with a slightly damp kitchen towel because it dries out really quickly. So if you're still not sure what this is, if you've ever had baklava, you've had phyllo. Let's talk about chicken. Here's mine. This is a rotisserie chicken, believe it or not. This was about a 2 pound or around a kilo. It's a rotisserie chicken that I picked up this morning. And all I did was I took off the skin, took it off the bone, and then shredded the meat. Very easy. All we need to do is sprinkle some of this evenly onto the phyllo. Not too much, but a nice layer. Just like that. Now this is cheese, a chicken and cheese bake. Today I'm using Boursin cheese. This is how it comes in the package. This is a garlic and herb flavor. They have other flavors, but I find that is perfect for this dish. Boursin is a very, very soft and spreadable cheese. So I'm just gonna take some off and crumble it. Now I have here 2 packages. Each one is about 5 ounces or 150 grams. And again, we're going to just crumble some about as evenly as you can. And do it with your hands, as long as they're impeccably clean. One more ingredient. And that is chives. I have a nice bunch of fresh chives. If you couldn't get chives, you could use the green part of a scallion. And we're just going to sprinkle some. This is, again, going to reinforce the herby flavor from the Boursin cheese. And here's the fun part. I'm going to take this dough and I'm going to scrunch this up just like this. And it starts to look like it's pleated almost. And you just scrunch it up. And you put it in the pan along the short side. All right, my pan is full. This took about 9 bundles today to fill this pan. I'm gonna add just a little sprinkle of chives. Just a little extra love. Now let's move on to the next step. I have here in my bowl 4 large eggs. Just gonna break these up a bit. Now remember that melted butter. This was just a little over 6 ounces of melted butter, and I just used a little bit of it to butter the pan. The rest of it is going to be combined with the eggs. And this is going to bind this and hold it all together and add some richness and flavor. So we want to whisk these up together really well. Now you're probably wondering why I have not added any type of seasoning, salt and pepper even, to any of this. And that's because the rotisserie chicken was already seasoned. The cheese is full of salt and flavor, so I really don't need to add anything to it. You could if you wanted to, but I don't think you need it. All right, this is nice and combined. And we want to carefully pour this over the top and try and pour it evenly. Coat as much as you can. One last ingredient. I have here some shredded parmesan, and I'm going to sprinkle about 3 tablespoons over the top. Not enough to completely coat the top and cover it, but just to add one last little layer of flavor. You don't want to add so much that it gets all gloppy and melty, but just that it toasts and adds a little extra crunch to the top. Alrighty, this is ready for the oven. I'm going to bake this uncovered at 350 degrees, which is 180 Celsius. And I'm going to bake it until it turns golden brown, which will be about 40 to 45 minutes. Off to the oven. Here we are out of the oven, and look how beautiful this is. Golden brown. And it smells wonderful. Now I baked this uncovered for 45 minutes, and now it's been sitting and resting for about 15 minutes. I'm gonna add one more little thing. I still have some chives left over, and I wanna just give them another sprinkle over the top. Just another little splash of color and that nice oniony flavor. So let's cut this up. Nice big knife. Oh, you can hear the crunch of that phyllo dough. Listen to that. Right down the center. All right. This is probably the hardest part, getting that first piece out. Here we go. Look at that. That's a perfect piece of this casserole. And you can really see the layers of all that phyllo and the chicken and cheese. Let's have a little taste. All right. Wow. This is so good. It's stupid good. Chicken is tender and still juicy. You get all that melted Boursin cheese. It's buttery. And the butter and the egg are what's helping hold this all together. Let's wash it down with a little Pinot Noir. Very good. Alrighty, if you've enjoyed this episode, sign up for our newsletter and get new recipes delivered right into your inbox. Now don't forget to subscribe and tap like because it really helps us grow. And if you'd like to go even further, consider joining as a channel member. You'll get special perks, behind the scenes extras, and you'll be part of the community helping us shape what we create together. All right, I'm going to go sneak off to a dark corner and eat my little snack of this delicious crunchy bake. While I do that, I want you to sit back and relax and watch this episode over here. Until next time, everyone, cheers.